Hi, what's up everybody? It's Neil here. Welcome back to Neil and Jan Resellers. So earlier today I picked up a Xbox One controller. Now it's a wireless controller and it cost me £15, which is not too bad. But what's actually happening is that there's a joystick drift. And I'm just going to show you that now, hopefully. Right, so this is Halo 5, and let's try and find somewhere. So over here you can see this. If I leave the pad there, it's drifting up by itself, and I bring it back down to look at the right area. Leave it, and it's just drifting up. And that's what it's just doing all the time. Whenever you're trying to play, put it in a position, don't touch it, and it just drifts up, which is really annoying. Okay, and you're not really going to be able to use that for playing quite a lot of games. It's going to be really kind of hard. So we're going to try and fix that, and let's have a little look, see how we go. Right, okay, so here we go. Here's the controller. As you see, I've just tried it. So start off with, obviously we're going to take the batteries out. Now I've basically watched a film on this a minute ago, and they've explained what to do. So we're going to see if we can make it work. Now obviously the thing about this is that if your controller is still in warranty, take it back. Don't start messing around with this. If it's still in warranty, just send it back. Apparently these controllers, joysticks, that makes me a bit old, doesn't it? They were done reasonably cheaply, and they were actually done some shortcuts. So apparently what we need is a little flathead screwdriver, and just under here there is a hole where there is a screw, but it will invalidate the warranty if that's broken. But obviously I've just picked this up at a car boot sale, so I really don't mind about invalidating a warranty. Like so. Now there's a certain type of security screw apparently. You're going to need it, and it can be done with a flathead screwdriver, is what they're saying. But it's going to have to be the right size to get in there. Okay, so now that hole's been uncovered with the security screw, what we need to do, there's also screws under here and here and under here. So you need to kind of pry this off, get your nails in there, kind of, and maybe put a little flathead screwdriver. Let's bring the camera back a bit. Yeah, so we just want to put a little flathead in here all the way along, and carefully, not to damage the controller, just pry that along, and also on that side, just help that to release. There we go, that's the first one. As you can see, there is a screw just there, and there's one just in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other side. Pop that in there. Going to do it from that side first, I think. It's not easy to just do a little bit at a time. I expect somebody else will say, oh no, you just do it like this and it'll come out really quick. But I must admit, this is the first time I've ever opened one of these up. I'm trying to do it on film. Not always easiest. Okay. And obviously plastic, we don't want to make sure we don't want to snap anything. Okay, now it's going to be fiddly to get the right size screwdriver. But I've got this little screwdriver here, and it's just enough to go. There's a little bit in the middle on these screws. And it's just trying to find the right without mucking up the screwdriver. Yeah. Trying to find the right size screwdriver. I'm not mucking the screwdriver up, because these could be, if they're stuck in there rather well, the last thing we want to do is to muck up that little screwdriver. So I've got two out of the 5 out. Alright, the middle one's stuck. Ah, that's another one. That's good. And that's another one. So if you're going to use a flathead, which will work if you get the right size, if it's not a very strong flathead, if the metal is not as strong and these screws are in there quite well, then you won't be able to get them out. Okay, so that is all 5 screws. We should be able to just lift that off now. Okay, now then, what we actually have, if we can get in there close enough, is these little, I want to leave that all in there, I want to leave that intact, right. So, that's intact. Now what we have is, it's supposed to be a little plastic bit. These seem to be, you see that seems to be sticking. Right. Okay, so on the joystick here we can just about see you've got let's bring it in close. You've got these green bits, and you've got this little grey little bit here, this little grey clip. And apparently they can start wearing and getting larger and stuff, and that is supposedly the thing that needs removing. Right, so I've actually had to put a screwdriver, very small little flathead screwdriver, and like pry it away from it first. And now it looks like that will pop out. I'm going to get in there with some long nose pliers and just pull. It's this little piece here. It's a very small little piece. And that, apparently, that should leave this bit here moving more freely. So give a little blow of dust out. Pop that back on. Now, I wasn't getting any problem on this other one at the time, so I think that one will be okay. Or maybe, as I've got it off, maybe I just remove that one as well. What do you think? As it's already open, I'm going to just remove that as well. I think just give it a bit of a gamble, and so we're going to pop that one out. Oh, that one's come out a lot easier. See, that one removed a lot easier. Okay. Hopefully that should move a lot more freely and stop the resistance. I think it's to do with the resistance of it. So we've got those two out. So we're now going to replace the case on that, and now obviously the screws have got to go back. So I'm going to put all the screws back in the order. That's the 5 screws, and we'll get it all back together again. That battery back in, pop the case back on, and we shall get back to the TV and the game and see if that actually works. I've got the game, and if I just stop there and don't do anything on the controller, you can see whether the game actually rises up. It's not automatically rising up, so that's really good. If I run around a bit more over here, let's pick up a weapon. Okay, so if I stop here and let's see if it rises up. So I'm not holding the controller, and that looks to be pretty good. That's definitely, normally that would be rising up now. That looks to me to be quite a good little fix. Seems to be. There we go, managed to shoot that person. This is a new game, I've never played this. This is why I'm not particularly good at this. But it's, if I stay there, let's see if it rises up again. It's not rising up, so I'm not saying it's going to be 100% and never rise up, but it's certainly a much better than it was before. Again, I'm going to hold it there and it's not rising up. I'm getting shot at. Let's get through, see if we can do something about that over there. I'm going to hold the position and hold it there again. And we've got a little bit of rise up there. Okay, so it's not absolutely perfect, but it certainly seems way better. Let's hold that position and see if it rises. There we go. So that's not rising. So that's really good. So I would say it's not necessarily 100%, but I would say it makes this pad kind of usable, I'd say. Probably around 75%. It means that you can make small adjustments. If we just stop there, it's aimed at that person and it's not moving. So, I mean, if it continues to not move like that, I'd say that is usable to me. So I'd call that a success, even if it's not 100%, and it will occasionally rise up. To me, I would say it's a success. Hope you guys find it interesting on picking up a Xbox One controller at the car boot sale, finding out that it has a bit of drift on the joystick. We've therefore opened it up and we've removed those two little plastic clips, and that has made a huge amount of difference to how usable it is. So hope you guys have found this interesting. Give us a thumbs up if you've liked this. Give us a comment if you've got any other ways of fixing this problem, and if you found this interesting. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is Neil and Jan Reselling, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.